Today, I'm going to share with you about how you can prepare yourself and be forewarned against outside pressure. So you are energy and you are very sensitive to discerning and picking up other energies around you. Most people get hit by the environment, right? Something unexpected happens and it triggers you, or you get thrown off. You have an interaction with a person in your life that feels uncomfortable, and maybe it's hard to shake it off for the rest of the day. These are the kind of things that we're interacting with. We're interacting with energies all around us from other people and the environment all the time while we're living here on planet Earth. So what I want to share with you today is a tool that's available to you that will assist you in being better prepared to meet the pressures that hit you in the environment. So rather than being thrown off for a day or a week or more by an energy that's affected you, you can actually be prepared ahead of time to meet these interactions, pressures, environmental influences before they occur. So you're not going to be blindsided anymore. You're going to do a little spiritual work each day with the help of your angels to really be prepared for what might occur in your environment. So what I'm sharing with you is called the La Familia Nuestra calendar. This is an energy tool. It's a tool for your spiritual regrouping to enhance your life spiritually. So I know that many of you are very sensitive and you feel what other people are feeling. You get even the influences from the environment, or maybe it's the traffic, maybe it's your boss, right? Maybe it's your spouse that you get into a conflict with. Maybe it's just the things that are happening generally in your community or in your country that are affecting you energetically. You feel concerned, you feel worried, you feel fearful, whatever it might be. That's what I'm talking about here. That's how these things show up, but they're really actually coming from an energetic influence. So if you could go to the source and know what the energetic influences are, you're not going to be so bothered by how it hits you, whether it's from your friend or your husband or your boss, because you'll just recognize that it's actually an energy pattern that you were already prepared for. Okay, so this is the why behind this. And now I'm going to show you a sneak peek at the calendar that is for September of 2023, so you can understand how this works. So I'm going to go ahead and screen share a picture here. Hopefully that's showing up okay. And this is the first couple weeks of September 2023's energy calendar. What you see in the calendar is these color bands. They're representing universal energy patterns. These are waves of energy that move in and out of planet Earth. It's like the weather patterns. They move in and they move out. And you never quite can predict the weather, right? It's not like every September we're going to have the same weather that I did last year. No, these energy patterns are just kind of random. They move in, sometimes just for one day, sometimes for a whole week. It's just whatever is kind of affecting planet Earth at the time. And so, for example, there you see that from 1st of September through to the 5th of September, it was direction energy. So direction energy is all about focusing on where you are going and a time to sense ahead. When you're in direction energy on a given day, you will feel that there's more of an influence of planning, sensing where you're going, right? Setting your direction, setting goals, maybe looking ahead to what is coming for you. And that will look like different things to different people, right? For some people, they're planning their family stuff. For some people, maybe you're planning your business goals. But there's this influence around planet Earth on that day to be in direction energy. So when you know that, you can flow with it. You can be aware of the influence that's happening and say, okay, yeah, this is a really good time to set goals, or I'm naturally just kind of thinking about that, wanting to do that. these days. You'll also see that influence from other people around you, and you'll understand why some things are happening that maybe you didn't have a context for when you didn't know about these energy patterns. Okay, so then the 6th of September and then through to the 9th of September, and then also that one day on Friday, the 15th of September, is regrouping energy. Regrouping energy is a time for consolidation, gaining insights, and learning from your experiences. So in these days, you'll feel this tendency to want to look within, to know what you're learning from your experiences and how you're learning and growing. It might be a time that's a slower energy. It's a time for more meditation and reflection and growth and really going into the core of what you're learning from your spiritual experiences. And again, you'll notice that influence from the people around you. Maybe these days is a time when somebody comes up to you and wants to have more of a deeper conversation. Okay. Then you'll see from the 10th of September to the 14th of September is ambition energy. This is a time of wants and inner desires, a feeling of commitment, doing more, and future inspirations. This is a great time for accomplishing a project, really moving your goals forward in whatever arena that looks like for you. To me, it's an exciting energy, but people feel these energies in different ways. It just depends, right? It's not that what my experience of it is going to be the same as yours, but that is how you are interacting with these influences that are coming in from the environment. So the idea of this is that you want to flow with the energy that's there, not feel like you're swimming upstream against it, right? So, and then you see a little bit of action energy on the 16th. Action energy is a really fast moving energy. It's time to get stuff done, to move, to be in action, to be in involvement. And you'll feel an extra boost of energy for those kind of activities on an action day. So imagine if you had this calendar on your wall to give you forewarning and insights about what kind of vibration of energy you're interacting with in the environment. You have your own unique purpose and, involvement along with this, but we're always interacting with the environment as well. So you get to see sort of the interrelationship between your personal purpose and your goals and the influences from the environment. Now, the other thing you're probably wondering about that you're seeing here is, what are these little stick figures all about? So I'm going to give one as an example. The Great Guru on September 5th. So when the stick figure pops up, it actually lasts, the energy lasts until the next figure appears. So basically, Great Guru was 5th of September to the 6th of September. What this means is that there is kind of a negative tendency occurring in our environment that you need to be aware of. People that display these kind of traits that are personified by the stick figure personality are going to get your attention. So Great Guru energy is kind of somebody that might be on an ego trip. They say, you can do anything you want as long as you do it my way. Look to me for your answers. I can tell you what to do. Do you know anybody that has those kind of tendencies? Maybe they're not like that all the time, but some people have a little bit of a tendency to be on an ego trip. And so when this Great Guru energy comes into the environment, you are going to notice that that energy is quite present. Now, that can be a confronting person to deal with. Nobody really wants to be told what to do. So if you have someone in your life who tries to tell you what to do, that could make you feel upset, potentially. I know it would for me. But when you have this calendar and you know, oh, okay, it's a Great Guru day, be aware that you might interact with this kind of an energy in different people in different situations. You'll know how to handle it. When you work with this as a daily regrouping tool, you see ahead of time, okay, today's Great Guru. So if I interacted with that kind of energy, what's my solution? And actually, when you get the materials on the calendar, it gives you tips about what is the positive energy that you can balance any of that negativity with. right? So for great guru, it might be something like, I have my own answers inside of me, respect others, live and let live. So then when you are met with that person on an ego trip, maybe it's your boss or maybe it's your brother, I don't know, I'm just making that up. But if you did interact with that kind of energy coming in for a person or the environment, you would know ahead of time, oh, okay, I'm not going to step into that. I'm not going to be affected by that. Just live and let live. And so you learn how to neutralize negativity ahead of time. I don't know about you, but it's very difficult when I get blindsided by something. I wasn't expecting it to happen. All of a sudden, someone's yelling at me or annoyed at me for something. That really throws off my energy. But if I'm prepared ahead of time and I know what my solutions are in case that kind of thing were to occur, I can neutralize and I can stay balanced. And this is the key. We don't want to be walking around on planet Earth being overly influenced and thrown off by all sides of these different energies that are around. And some people really are, okay? A lot of what you're feeling and think is you isn't actually you. It's an influence that you've picked up from the environment, okay? So we're here to learn and grow, and these influences are here, but let's learn to flow with it rather than being thrown off, because you have an important purpose. You have something that you're here to accomplish. You're here to thrive. You're here to have fun. You're not here to suffer. Okay, so this energy tool helps you to avoid that suffering, stay balanced, stay feeling good and calm and happy within, so you can continue to accomplish and enjoy your life. That's really the purpose of it. The other little thing, I'll just give you a little clue on there. You see that word delight. This is the energy for the month. So each month has a different theme. And so you also start to work with that keyword as well as your own keyword that you get from your angels. So if you decide that this calendar is something that would be a really helpful tool for you, I invite you to go to the link below that I've posted under this video. That is my referral link for the Way Showers College. The Way Showers College and Tiger Cole, the president, discern these energies, work really closely with guidance to channel this information. And over many, many years, I've found it to be incredibly accurate, incredibly helpful. So I invite you to consider having this tool in your life. So if you decide to purchase your calendar by Thursday, September 14th, you will get a free training with me. So I am going to get everybody together that purchases the calendar, and I will give you a training step by step on how you can use this in your life. I don't want you to get the calendar and then be confused by it, because this is some really new ideas for most people. So I'm going to train you. I'm going to be there to answer your questions. And yeah, so make sure that you sign up by Thursday, September 14th to get that bonus training with me. I can't wait to be of service to you. Any questions, post them below or email support@communicatewithangels.com.